Napoleon, Total War, Russia, Part 11. In this episode, you're going to see the conceptual end of England. The reason I say conceptual is I'm not going to totally finish the game because at the end of this game, you'll understand, okay? But you're going to see me invade a couple of islands and attack London and keep it. That being said, as I usually say in my videos, if you enjoy the content, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more unusual things in future episodes, please subscribe. I don't want to give anything away at this point, but I'm going to be doing some things that are way out of the norm for Napoleon Total War. That being said, as you can see, there's a little gap there for me to get the army onto Corsica, finish off what's left of the French. And once we land, the French are basically done. Okay. At this point in the game, you can tell from looking at the large map in the bottom left side of the screen that there is very, very little any other country on the board can do to stop the Russians at this point. They've conquered basically the entire map. See all those chevrons on Napoleon? Pretty awesome. And that is the end of the French. Now that the French are destroyed, I'm going to reposition some armies for the invasion of England and the taking of the one island the English control in the Mediterranean. But before that, the Russians being greedy, or I'm playing them as greedy, they're going to finish off this last island here in the Mediterranean just to get some additional income, which the Russians really don't need at this point. But this will be the end of them. Trying to attack with two armies so that we don't take too many casualties and have to rebuild forces. That eliminates Sardinia. Off to the Balearic Islands now. Repositioning troops for the invasion of England. I want to come at London from two directions because I wouldn't be at all surprised if the English have 3 or 4 stacks still in England proper. Whoops, that would be a whoops. I forgot they were out there. Once London is taken, the English have a problem, which is that they no longer have a dry dock, which means they can no longer build warships or repair warships. So if I lose some ships here and there, it's inconsequential at this point. Sending them back to the dry dock to repair any damage. This will be the end of London and England for all practical purposes here. They'll still have a small force in Wales, but I'm just going to play with that. I'm repositioning the armies that I have in England because I know there will be a rebellion. That's a guarantee. Here's the rebellion I was talking about. Every unit in the rebellion, 3 or 4 chevrons for the English. That's why I have 5 armies there. was a surprise. The English taking Corsica back. I wasn't expecting that, but it's not a surprise, but here I am now, attacking them. If I wanted to at this point, with all the territory I have, I could easily go after the English with 20 or 30 armies, and there's the challenge in that is gone at this point. I'm just tinkering with different things in the game, the different mechanics of the game, the different AI, what it does, what it doesn't do. Once you get to a point in the game, you know, it's interesting to play with those types of mechanics. This is me just repositioning troops. I'm going to play with what's left of the English in Wales. By play with, I mean try and keep it alive, try and level up armies and units within them, but it's just me playing. It's not anything significant to the concept of the game. And just so you know, in doing that, I didn't notice any real significant leveling up of any of the troops or the armies. So it's something you can try for yourself. There are a couple of things that I'm going to try and then put online on YouTube after this, just to see how they play out in the concept of the game and the AI. I hope you continue to watch so you see those more unusual things, and hopefully you enjoy that content coming in the future. The English have no ports in Wales anymore. I basically control all the ports on the English Isles, or my protectorates of Ireland and Scotland do. Just repositioning troops to play with the AI here and see if I can get some units to level up. But it's like I said, conceptually, it is a lost cause for the English. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching me play all the battles on Auto Resolve in this 11-part series on Napoleon Total War. I appreciate you watching. And, have a wonderful day.